So I went to see The Brutalist, the close to 4-hour-long movie, and it was good. I enjoyed it. Let's see what Rotten Tomatoes is saying. 93% by the critics, certified fresh. I knew it. I knew when I was watching this, I was like, the critics are gonna love this. 86% by the audience. I'm gonna go with that, like in the mid 80s for me. Not a perfect movie, really, really long. It did not need to be this long. I did appreciate the intermission. I do think movies, especially longer movies, need to bring back intermissions. That added to the magic of going to the movie theater. But apart from that, The Brutalist, let's talk about it. Adrien Brody, I think he's gonna get his second Oscar. Or if not, he's literally in the top 2 conversation for me. So amazing. He does such a good job in this, portraying the character of Laszlo, Toth, an immigrant who's an architect as well, a brutalist style architect, and he gets contracted to create a community center by this rich millionaire. I believe his character's name is Harrison. I don't know the actor's name, but he's really good in this movie as well as the villain, if you will, which is so really well portrayed, because at the beginning of the movie he's introduced as not so much of a villain. You actually like him, and then when you find out this guy is not a good person, oof, that was a major twist. I gotta say, the cinematography, how beautifully captured the buildings. Whoa, it feels so grand, and it just makes sense. It goes hand in hand with a movie called The Brutalist. Like, if it's gonna be about the architecture, an architect, show it. And this movie does it really well. The story in this about immigration, I think a lot of people will be able to relate. Coming to a country, whether it be seeking asylum, or because you want a better life, or because your country doesn't even want you, whatever the case may be, but then falling on even harder times sometimes. You think it's gonna be better because you're in the promised land where America is the greatest country ever, and you find out it's not. And even like Laszlo, if you are able to achieve even more than what you had, if you're able to make a career, bring your family over to the States, you might not want to stay. You might want to leave again because you realize nobody wants you here. These people that made you think they were your friends, that wanted to help you, at the end of the day, they might just want to use you and throw you away the next time they can. We've seen a lot of that happen with people here, with immigrants who are here for a long time, and then they decide to go back home. Not only because they miss it, but because America isn't this picture perfect place that everybody believes it is, especially immigrants. For me, The Brutalist gets 4 out of 5 stars.